Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the 2023 Spring Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. Random percent, and I'm Moonrisen Phoenix. Joining me in the booth tonight, Bakuda. Good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
Quite well. Good matchup here to start off the day. Thirwolf versus cdinprov, two veteran runners, and we should have a great match here.
I think so too. It's going to be exciting.
Any quick requests on the seed here, Bakuda?
Honestly, I would love to see a chain of blocks, a recorder blocking a raft blocking a power bracelet, something like that. Something to force the runners into those dungeons to dig out as many items as they can.
That would be a blast, pardon the pun, but honestly, I want to see what I just saw in the practice scene myself. It looks like runners may be starting with the magical boomerang in the seed, and I want to see it on the coast, just for giggles. And indeed, both runners starting near vanilla start, so we'll be checking that first to see if the wooden sword rolled vanilla.
Absolutely. And it does.
It does, but we also now find out that extra candles did not roll on, so our runners will have to buy a candle or find the red one.
Which means we are hoping for some good money this seed.
Good money is always a plus, but never, it'll often roll the other way.
Yeah, this is true. Finding some early hints.
Whether they're useful or not, that is
the question.
That's another big one.
An early 9.
You believe it? That's our first dungeon of the day. Level 9 found at the river.
And remember, all your base belongs to us.
Well, you couldn't have pop culture without adding that one. Ooh. Early bombs found on Blue Octoroks, which might suggest we have enemy drop groups non-shuffled cdinprov finding the first heart of the day at the Western Potion Shop.
Mm-hmm. Opting to take that heart for sure. And heading up to check the Death Armos. We'll see if we can find our Armos item here.
Right behind CD and getting that heart. Death Armos yields, well, looky here.
Another take any.
And our first secret of the day.
And it looks like it is rolling vanilla for the small secret. Will we have vanilla for all secrets is the question.
That is a question we probably won't have answer before we find our first shop.
We're gonna have our first look at what the overworld might be, and mixed.
Looks like first quest to me at the very least.
At the very least, yeah.
Oh, and CD finding a door repair. No rupees, no harm done.
I always love finding those door repairs really early when I have an extremely empty wallet. It's just nice to get them out of the way.
Consider there's 9 of them on the board. Yeah, I'll fully agree with you. Speaking of empty wallets, Thirwolf's wallet is going on empty as well. CD finding a potion shop in the southwest corner.
Now, CD does not have bombs to check that spot, but Thirwolf does. We get a chance to see if there's anything there. And it does bomb.
There's something, whether it's useful or not, that's still up there.
CD trying to get this screen scroll, it looks like, to head over to the graves.
Well, we now have our answer as to vanilla secrets. That is an affirmative, as we see the shop roll very vanilla in prices as well.
Okay, so far we are looking at a mixed seed, it looks like. Second quest grave pushes, first quest grave does not.
Whole issue of mixed quest very much in play. Vanilla 6.
The only question now is, are we going to have 1 or 3 large secrets?
Respectively second and first mixed quest. We're going to get another advantage over CD as the Grave Potion shop will open.
And are we going to get an item here? We are. It is vanilla, the croissant of power.
Indeed. And does that suggest vanilla items as well?
That's a good question.
Thirwolf finding the small secret under the Grave Potion shop, and we'll get their power bracelet very shortly.
Yeah, both runners pretty well following the same path here.
+2, -2 enemy HP.
And it looks like we have vanilla take any roads, so...
Well, we know where they're going, so no secrets there.
So far, a lot of vanilla.
I just want to see shapes at this point. CD finding another small secret, and our first look at the Triforces suggests 7 and 4?
I admit I didn't get a chance to see that Triforce screen. But I will take your word for it.
Oh, Monocle Rotten giving Thirwolf another hard time as far as their wallet is concerned.
Ooh, Armos not being friendly to Thirwolf.
Well,
and is that our third take any or our fourth?
that is our third, I believe.
I thought so.
Thirwolf guaranteed to get that white sword item whenever it shows up.
If they can find it. That, white sword item question mark has been a bit of a theme so far in this tournament, it seems. We'll see if that holds true here. Get a look at our candle. 60 rupees.
And chat is right on target. It is either 7 or 8 and 4 or 5 for our Triforces today.
If we can just find a dungeon, we can start to get an idea of which it will be.
And our northeast corner gives very little this time around. CD about to have the bad news that door repairs are in Monocle Rock, and our door repair is at least 17.
Picking up the letter. We can now get some potions if need be.
And our first bomb shop of the day over in the eastern Lost Hills.
Thirwolf trying to get into this cave, but Lionels are just making it a little too difficult.
Blue Lionels never want to play fair.
No, never. What would you rather see out in the overworld? Blue Lionels or blue Wizrobes?
That is the $100,000 question right there.
Oh, level 7 here in Vanilla 5. Getting our first look at a dungeon.
That entrance. Uh-oh.
It couldn't be first quest. It might, or it could be second quest. I mean, it might be first quest.
What an entrance. Ugh. That's painful.
Yeah, they say that level 9 is an entrance to death, but sometimes these dungeons make you wonder. Yeah,
This is first quest.
It's really feeling like a first quest. No, I think it's shapes. I don't think you can go down into that room. That's shapes.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
So with that being shapes, that would mean that at least for 7 and 8, they have the Triforce for 7, I believe. No, 8. Excuse me, 8.
It could still be the other one if... actually... Yeah, it would... leave it. I'm not even sure anymore.
One thing I hate to see is an early Patra in a seed. cdinprov slowly making her way. She should be finding her way to level 7 very shortly, if she goes that direction.
Interesting find here by Thirwolf. cdinprov getting their third take any of the day.
And up, up, up the mountain she goes, going to be joining Thirwolf into this Shapes level 7. And we'll see which way she goes once inside.
Might have words with the seed as soon as she finds what's waiting behind that door.
And we get a red candle.
Ooh, further empowering the idea of vanilla items.
It does, and that's something you really want to see this early, especially when there are no extra candles. Free candle right there.
Free permanent candle, no less.
Mm-hmm. Give you some good repeatable damage when those bubbles come out to play.
Fortunately, then you see those bunnies come out, and everything goes a little haywire.
I always thought bunnies were cute and nice and cuddly and friendly until I played this game.
Yeah, Pole's voice usually have that reputation. Oh, Thirwolf getting hit hard there by... Oh, it's a spike trap. Surprise!
And he looks like... Oh, no, he's thinking... Nope, going back in.
Is on green tunic and 1.5 hearts. Not exactly the spot you want to be in.
No.
Looks like CD looking to take out the pancakes and get her way to that red candle.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf is just trying to stay away from the Patra's loving embrace.
Well, it sure is that day, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice use of candle boost to get through that Patra. Nice use of boomerang. I feel like boomerang is underappreciated, especially in the early game. I find in these seeds, I actually enjoy starting with a boomerang.
Out of everything you can start with, a boomerang's a pretty solid choice here.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we do have the separate blue and red bubbles, making that red candle even more valuable in this dungeon.
CD getting the block clip, picking up that key, and we'll check if that's an item. Well, good news. At least it's a candle. Photos likes not showing any love to Thirwolf, meanwhile. CD trying to get into that room with the Pole's voice, gets knocked around a little bit, and she decides, yep, let's cut our losses.
Yep. Meanwhile, she's thinking... Oh, going back in.
Turbo's gonna need to be careful, he's down to half a heart.
Okay, that is a shape. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is that shape?
That is something. Yeah, you know what it is? It's the Starship Enterprise.
Sure. Yeah. I can see that, as strange as it is.
It's a little wonky. From the chat, we're getting a horse with an oversized hammer, a camel, forklift. I can see the forklift.
At that point, we don't call that a hammer, we call that a mallet.
Nice use of the candle on these likes. The best way to take out pancakes is just to burn them. Any day.
Pancakes, burgers, whatever you want to call them, fire's a good thing.
Mm. But at this point, Thirwolf, he's out. He's done.
It's level 7. Why wouldn't you be? Nobody likes level 7.
No. I don't know. I think I'd take a shape 7 over a second quest 8.
I'd take shape 7 over any. Like, too cute. I will say, I said it before, I'll say it again. Too cute, it can still die in a fire.
All right, both are out at this point, checking out the rest of the waterfall area. And we find Mags.
Still a while out for CD, but that's certainly a find that both of our runners are going to mark off. Because, as we know, Uncle Wizzy's Funhouse is waiting.
Mm-hmm. And up on top, we get a small secret. All right, a little bit of a split here. Thirwolf going further down the river, while cdinprov actually up in A's and goes down into the start region. Finding level 8.
And a CD finding level 6 right northeast of start. 6, 7, 8, and 9 are found dungeons so far. We're going to have a look at what our maps are for level 6, and we're looking at full shapes. Which means...
I like it.
Well, it's we're certainly looking at a Triforce from level 4. So at this point, the dungeons we want to find at this point, level 1 is first and foremost at the top of the list for the fact that we're looking at 3 items from that dungeon. Found dungeons, level 2 found by Thirwolf, and wow, what a welcoming committee.
That is nice. 2 is a good one to find.
Well, if
I
it's
didn't catch. Where did he find that 2?
I did not see it either, but at the same time, when you think about it, if this is vanilla items, neither runner is that happy about finding level 2.
That is actually a really good point. Really, at this point, 1 is what you're going to want to find.
Get that bow, absolutely. And Segmentio is very much at play. Oh, goodness. A segmented level 2? What did we do to you, game?
Hey, as long as I'm on this side of the booth and not over there, I'll take it.
True words were never said. And another Gleeok? Wow. Okay, this level 2 is, unfriendly.
And then a manhandle on top of that, because why not?
Actually, let me just check the flag set here for a second.
Yeah, I'm
add
feeling
extra bosses, right?
Yeah, definitely. cdinprov taking out this Gleeok with the sword beam. And in his own room, is this going to be a heart drop here? Is that where? No, level 6 doesn't get that.
We found a map in this exact room, I believe. But at the same time, add extra bosses is a possible flag in this flag set. And
yes.
At this point, I don't think we have to wonder if it rolled on or off.
No, I'm feeling that extra boss energy coming.
Yeah, I was going to go with extra bosses love, but there's absolutely no love to be had in this.
If it's Aquamentus, sure. Just about anything else, no.
Yes. Who doesn't love pounding Aquamentus? Well, that didn't. Anyway, cdinprov continuing their search into level 6, and there's a Triforce.
Comes across the Triforce.
Triforce in its room, no less. Did shuffle dungeon drops roll off?
It's feeling that way. I feel like a good descriptor of this seed is vanilla with a dash of shapes.
And extra bosses for extra seasoning.
Yes. Yes, a little bit, that extra salty there. Got to get that in.
Absolutely. And speaking of extra salty, Thirwolf might be extra salty finding that level 3 is actually Uncle Wizzy's funhouse.
Oh. Now with 3 having the raft, I believe, in it, I'm thinking just get in there, get that Triforce, and go. Then again, you never know what might be in those raft spots.
Absolutely, it might even be 2 levels.
You shall not pass.
I gotta love the fact that Wizards can play that game. You a cdinprov. If she knows it's vanilla items, that level 6 is done and dusted.
Yes. Yeah, 6 is one of those where, especially in shapes, I just want to get in and out.
Yeah, at this point, level 4. In the forest, as chat points out, so we aren't exactly far from it. Should level 4 be here? Of course, this is assuming it's not under a recorder spot.
That is true. It's always nice to get a clock in a Wizrobe room. Continuing on ever closer and grabbing that Triforce out of level 3.
You can definitely confirm that Shuffled Dungeon Drops is most likely off, with this being the second one.
And Thirwolf taking out his frustration with a few sword thrusts before grabbing that Triangle of Power.
And look at that. Vanilla items much? CD with the white sword find in Candle Row. That's a huge grab by CD.
Yes. Especially since she is already out of 6, not going to pick up that magic wand.
Well, why would you now? And back into level 8, I don't believe... No, CD did not know about this location. Thirwolf did.
Yes, this is new for CD. And Thirwolf deciding to up an A and start on Candle Row. He's going to find his white sword momentarily, if he sticks to it. He's, just save scumming that. But no, aborting Candle Row, heading south.
Let's see what... I believe there was a level in this vicinity, if I'm not mistaken.
6.
Yep, it's right there.
There it is.
And Thirwolf says, not yet. And chat, right on the money with that comment. Level 8 is going to go very much orphaned unless our runners get into a key problem.
Yeah.
Speaking of problems, CD should... Oh, wow, Thirwolf right behind her.
Both in at the same time. Little high five there in the lobby.
We will have to see who finds the ladder first. CD with an advantage... Whoop, opts to get out of there.
Thirwolf having a difficult time with this Gleeok here. It's like finally finding his rhythm back. Ooh, does not make it.
Unfortunate. I mean, Gleeoks are never easy at the best of times.
Gleeoks are all about rhythm. If you can get that rhythm right, you can take him out really quickly. But if you lose that rhythm, that fireball is going to start hitting you.
Isn't that the truth? CD into the southern coast, trying to find something with work. Finds a small secret in spot number 2.
Thirwolf's going to pick up a potion. I like it. I love getting potions as early as I can.
Absolutely, and not, when you consider that at this point, Thirwolf knows level 4 has ladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is an item you do not want to ignore.
Oh, CD getting sniped across the corner by a blue Octorok. Oof, that's not fun.
Top off our hearts there just a little bit.
So what's the next play for our runners here?
That is the question. Finding level 1, I feel like, is the most important thing to do right now. Not only does it have the bow, but it also has keys, and both of them are looking pretty rough when it comes to the state of their keys.
Thirwolf with that potion back in level 4, looking to find that ladder. Looks like Overworld Exploration might be the name of the game for CD here.
And I like the play of Overworld Exploration. There are still a few dungeons to find, and many places to look.
Absolutely. Thirwolf found 3, but CD did not. And I believe that's the only dungeon that only one of our runners has found so far. CD finding the arrow shop and immediately cashing in 80 rupees for those arrows. I love to play here.
Thirwolf here, was setting up for a Kananaki, did not get it. That hurt to see.
And with no keys to their name, has to get out of the level 4. That is painful.
Level 1, there it is, behind the Armos in East Hyrule.
And wait a minute, I was about to say, CD's gonna want to cheer, but that cheer's gonna go very much interrupted after seeing that.
I want to see a bow under all those bunnies. Well, there's our boomerang. Thank you, Aquamentus.
Unfortunately, that boomerang is going to go. Too bad Bow Wow isn't in the seed, because I think CD might want to give the boomerang over to Bow Wow so he can chew it up or something.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf is heading in the direction of 1. We'll see if he actually goes in.
Wanting nothing to do with that boomerang. Just saying it can stay there for all I care.
And no bow under those bunnies. I didn't notice those were turrets. Thirwolf instead opting to up an A, going back to Candle Row, which, honestly, knowing what is waiting for him at Candle Row is a good play. And there it is. Takes his white sword. Well, see, the improv...
This might end up being a fair headache with no keys to her name. Nope, CD doesn't want any of this anymore.
Is she completely key blocked out of that one?
Yeah. Use the key to go east. Found practically nothing, and south was also blocked. Thirwolf looking to go back into that 4. Wants that ladder.
He is determined. He will get this ladder at all costs.
And then you see more key doors, and you're just... Thirwolf probably saying words to this seed right now.
Fairly simple level 4, though. But, yeah, could Kananaki on this if the bubbles will let him. And there he goes.
1 at the very least, and hey, why not another Gleeok, right? We haven't seen enough of those today.
That is not what you want to see right now. And that is a terrible room for a Gleeok. Finds the bomb wall, get out of there.
So this seed really not doing any favors to either runner.
No.
This is going to be a great race.
It is. It is a painful one to play, a joyous one to watch.
CD opting for the screen scroll, heading into the forgotten spot, wanting to see something akin to a level here, but I'm not... Oh, well, there's level 2. We were wondering where that was.
So that's where it was.
That red candle to good use. Those Moldorms are going down fast.
I believe at this point the only dungeon we're missing is Dungeon 5. Is that right?
I believe so. Yep. We found 6 through 9. We've definitely found 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're right. Level 5 is the only one missing. And CD, here's the no segmentio is now in play.
Thirwolf still searching this level 4 for that ladder.
The more I look at this seed, the more I think, who's going to bite and go to level 8?
Yeah, at this point, I almost feel like it is worth it to get into 8 and get that any key.
We're seeing locked doors all over the place, and this seed is very short on keys. Thirwolf finding an interesting hint. Dig Dogger gazes on Debt Mountain. Is that where our final level is hiding?
I believe it may be. Assuming the hints are even trustworthy, have we had a confirmation on hints?
Gleok lurks in the forest. That was actually correct, so possibly.
So then, yeah, I would say we could trust that. Thirwolf finding a Goma blocking his way. He says no.
CD finding that Gleok. Not exactly keen on finding one there.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf working on these blue dark nuts here. But at least the turrets are not firing.
There's that at the very least, but blue dark nuts are still dealing 2 hearts damage because of no ring, and
he goes down.
Another takedown. This is wow. This is not. And CD, I believe that's first. She's gonna be the first to bite and say, "All right, you win. I'm going to level 8."
Yeah. Honestly, a good play. With as key starved as these guys have been.
Oh, wait a
dipping
minute.
Into 8.
Don't you go telling me. Really? Oh, wait a minute.
It's the book.
Is it Atlas, though? And it is!
It is!
Oh, goodness. CD with the first to make the play and rewarded very handsomely with that one.
And there's nothing, that's a very good play. CD has already passed up the magic wand. There is no downside to picking up the book now when you know you're not going to be getting that wand.
Good. And what about that shape?
A screaming alligator.
You know what? I'm surprised you came up with that quickly, and I'm going to say yes.
Continuing to work on this level 8. Meanwhile, Thirwolf is pounding away at this 4, saying, "Give me ladder or give me death." And another death. And another death.
Goodness, but those blue dark nuts falling pretty quick to that white sword, and...
White sword makes a difference.
Oh, absolutely. No question on that.
Especially when you got those beams. They go down. Is this going to be our ladder? It should be.
So, and there it is. Blue dark nuts guarding the ladder. Neither of our runners is going to be finding red ring anytime soon, so Thirwolf, I would say, has the advantage with that one.
Now, what would make that play even worse would be to not have the ladder be required at all. Because come to think of it, I have not seen very many moats in this seed yet.
You're right. And CD finding another Goma, and that's a locked door. Is she bow blocked from level 8?
Yes, I believe she is.
Possibly. Still is some. There's also the problem of keys. There's always a problem with keys.
Yeah. Oh. Bubble and BMO's combination, it's one of the worst combinations in this game you can get.
I'd have to agree with you. Oh, wait a minute. Thirwolf biting the bullet and getting the bait at 60 rupees, cheapest it can go in this seed. And oh goodness, second quest Stalfos.
Oh, those are lethal.
Who hasn't fallen for the trick in their first time playing second quest?
Oh.
You see Stalfos for the first time in second quest, you think, oh, they're nothing, and then suddenly daggers.
Bring. Now, where I hate to see a second quest Stalfos the most is in a spiral staircase room.
That's just disaster waiting to happen. Ugh.
It is. Okay, Thirwolf making a dig in Death Mountain and finally finding level 5, our last item. We know where they're all at. Now let's see what it has for us.
Indeed. Oof. That's well, all you get for that is... Oh, where's that key going to drop now with no enemies present? Right where she wants it.
Thirwolf deciding 5? Nah, we want 6.
And CD probably saying words because that's Goma number 3 in level 8.
Yeah. This has been a very Goma heavy seed.
I would go as far as to say G heavy because we've seen Gleeox aplenty as well.
That's true. Thirwolf having a difficult time with this Goma, trying to navigate these heads. Blah blah blah. If I can word.
Thirwolf not wanting to use that potion just yet. Probably will use it if he gets in with tight situations, though.
Impressive dodging, though, I have to say, and he uses it.
Oh, goodness. Number 4? Oh, game. What did we do?
But he does pull off a successful Kananaki into a man that I'm surprised he didn't stab.
Yeah, right? I mean, I'm not sure. We have a lot of viewers, and I think a large portion of them right now actually know that, well, we've known that, yeah. Everybody knew that one. Here's something to point out. Thirwolf, I believe, is spending a fair bit of time in this 6. I believe CD was in and out of this 6 in a pretty quick time.
She was. She didn't take much time to dig it, which means he's taken a different turn and unfortunately walked away from an early Triforce. Meanwhile, CD out of 8 and into 1.
Has a key for that bunny room. Probably is going to blitz right in and out of it. Is level 1 going to live up to its reputation as a key eater? Oh, goodness. Uh-oh.
You have a choice.
Make the right one, you might get the bow.
And you get the Triforce at least, so that was a required door.
Oh, of course. What's a level without a Gleeok in this seed?
When in doubt, summon Gleeok.
Oh, wait a minute.
This might be something here.
3 Zols guarding a possible push block. What do we have here? Oh, wait a minute.
Is it the segment?
No,
it is.
Oh, give me a break, game.
And CD once again is saying words.
I mean, that bow could seriously change the trajectory of this game.
Yeah, especially because CD has arrows.
Absolutely, and Thirwolf is very low on rupees.
Yeah, even though this has been vanilla secrets, I feel like the rupees just haven't really been there.
Either this Aquamentus drops a key or CD might be in trouble again. It's the map. And no, but
Nothing.
yeah, she just wants to poke holes in it now.
That map is shredded on the ground.
I'm surprised she actually picked that up in the end. I probably would have left it there. I don't need it, and nobody else is gonna get it.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf still struggling through this 6, and proved me wrong, did find a use for that ladder. Okay, what do you think the play is at this point?
I'm just gonna point out that CD actually retried out of all that play.
Oh!
I am. That is a surprise, but I can actually see why you make such a play.
Getting that key back is huge. Thirwolf picking up the magic wand out of 6. That's going to give him a slight combat advantage.
And that combat advantage is perma-ranged combat.
But yeah, that retry on cdinprov side, very, very nice move. I didn't catch when her last save was, but if you can retain a key, that could make a big difference.
Absolutely. Thirwolf finding the Triforce in 6 spent a bit more time than cdinprov in that one, but does have the ladder, and I would put advantage in their court.
I would agree. Having a ladder and the magic wand, he's going to be able to take out rooms much more quickly than cdinprov.
And let's, as chat just pointed out, 5 keys.
Oh, yes. That right there is a huge advantage. In fact, that may be enough to keep you out of 8.
However, should CD find the key, any key rather, and make it pay off, change the trajectory of this game. Level 5 for Thirwolf. CD is not without advantages herself, and that big advantage for CD is those arrows. Unfortunately, no bow as of yet.
And I'm actually surprised with this many keys. I'm surprised that Thirwolf hasn't gone back for that bow.
I don't think he's found level 1, actually.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think he has. And just proving that the ladder is required on this seed to get to the Triforce in level 5, cdinprov is going to have to dip into 4 for that ladder.
Take down those blue dark nuts guarding it. Ouch. Now the question is, how required are those arrows? Because Thirwolf, once again, in rupee trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Thirwolf has had rupee problems pretty well this whole seed.
cdinprov did skip out on that secret in the very early going in the seed.
So interesting to see that while the items are in their vanilla locations, the floor hearts are not.
That's a good point. We are respectively at 7 and 6 hearts, over 45 minutes into the seed.
We find our first bomb upgrade and are dreadfully under what we need to get it.
Oh, are
Double
you kidding?
bomb upgrade.
Back-to-back bomb upgrades in 5. And minimum price for them, no less. Game, did you want to taunt Thirwolf or something? Ouch, because you just did.
That hurt. That really hurt.
Yeah, I think Thirwolf's gonna want words with us after this seed.
Yeah. cdinprov looks like going back to the graves.
Oh, a few of our runners are going to be happy to see this one. Recorder in level 5 for Thirwolf.
All right, the two big question, where does the recorder go and what does it play? Of course, we're not going to hear what it plays.
Not yet, at the very least. That was level 2, so...
Unbeaten dungeons.
Yep, sure looks like that.
So with that, I would say Thirwolf has a very decided lead because he can go to the rest of the dungeons very quickly.
True, but at the same time, I wouldn't put anything past cdinprov either. Not that far behind. What's she doing here, though? Traditional grave marker farming? Oh, Thirwolf finding the Triforce very quickly in level 2. Takes a 3 Triforce lead.
That is a very nice find, and I am sorry, my internet blipped out for just a moment. Yeah, cdinprov is definitely farming. Do you think she's farming for keys? For a key purchase?
I think you might be right. Oh, goodness, I've heard this one before.
What is that song?
In the meantime, Thirwolf into level 1 will meet bunnies very quickly, and looks like he's going to opt to try and take him down. Or not.
Forest of Illusion from Super Mario World is what the chat's telling us.
Ah, yes. Yep.
It is.
That is correct. More bunnies for Thirwolf. Uh-oh. And this one, due to it being level 1, might have something for him.
That clock, very nice grab.
A clock compass, I suppose that's worth it.
Well, he has this Triforce very quickly, but needs the item first.
Needs that bow. You would rush and take that Triforce in most dungeons, but Wolf knows he needs the bow and hasn't found it. Segmentio again at play.
I think it's in the segment. And he is going to check the segment.
I can't see why not. He's done most of the exploration here. Oh, hi, Aquamentus. You can stay. Okay.
Of course you're gonna steal another key.
Sure. Well, level 1 living up to its reputation as a key eater. Really? A third consecutive Aquamentus? All right, game.
And we have our bow.
That's a critical find here for Thirwolf. Will likely rush to the Triforce here in level 1 and has his 7th Triforce. Yes, I can word. Thirwolf with 7 on the board only needs level 7 now to complete their collection.
And all it takes is one little whistle to get there.
Actually, I think Thirwolf did know about this location.
He did. I believe this was the first dungeon he found.
True, but at the same time, chat, one thing to note is that Thirwolf still does not have arrows. Should those arrows be hard required, CD does still have that advantage.
That is her main advantage. A secondary being the book. It'll give her a map into level 9. And having a map in a Shapes 9 is extremely helpful.
That is well said. Yeah, CD definitely farming rupees for a key here, I believe.
Only 8 short of that key.
Shouldn't be too long before she finds the required amount.
Was it 2 keys after that transport stair in 1 to get that bow?
It really was at the back end of that level. I think you might be right.
And that is something that she is not aware of.
Wolf, meanwhile, tearing through this level 7 in search of the Triforce.
And I don't think it's going to take him long to find it either.
Would be his final one. He'd be ready to go in the 9 afterwards.
Try south before north. But do note, though, with Thirwolf only having 1 key at this point, it is going to be extremely difficult to navigate a level 9.
The numbers don't lie. You're right. Oh goodness! And did you need another hint that ladder was required in this seed? Ouch!
I was questioning his persistence in level 4, but it is paying off.
Ladder is one of the more important items in the seed. There's the Triforce. Thirwolf knows the item here. That's it. We're done.
Thirwolf going to be our first runner to step foot into level 9.
And, yep, he does know the location of it, so our entrance into level 9 will be sub-hour. And Bakuda, why don't you tell us what we're going to be looking for in this level 9?
Well, we are going to be looking for a door that does not open when you kill off all the enemies, and the roar of the mighty pig hidden deep inside the dungeon.
Absolutely, and here we go, level 9 at 58 minutes and 37 seconds.
And chat reminding us, no, what we're really looking for is the silvers. Everything else comes after.
That is entirely true. Thank you, Chad, for reminding us that the silvers tend to be an important thing in this game. cdinprov into level 1 once more with 2 keys this time after farming the rupees successfully to get that key. And of course, the bunnies are just being mean at this point.
Mm-hmm. I genuinely don't know that she has enough keys. Unless she picks up... Oh, okay, no, there's a key right... Oh, but you have to spend that key right now. If she goes left...
Oh, goodness, and look at that hint for Thirwolf. The kidnapped awaits at northeast of Skull.
That is huge.
Already knows the location of one of the puzzle pieces of this seed.
Thirwolf picking up a much-needed key.
Oh, that might be a problem there, chat, reminding us that Thirwolf's under the influence of a red bubble right now, so doesn't have a sword should he find Ganon.
But I can't remember, did he ever pick up a potion?
He did, and right now I believe he's got 1 charge left on it.
And without any jewelry, that's going to make for a tough Ganon fight.
That Hyrule Driver in play, that 4 hearts damage should Ganon decide to give us a hug.
And we know he is a very loving pig.
Absolutely. cdinprov finding our first Aquamentus. Or is that the 3rd one? Honestly, at this point, I've lost count. There it is, CD. There's the bow.
Now, I did catch it just a few rooms back in chat reminding us there was a roar. I didn't catch if it was a Ganon roar or a Monster in the Room roar.
I believe chat pointing out it's our old loving pig friend. And Thirwolf just telling our friend, hang on, I'll get to you. Just let me find some skewers first.
Up in the northwest of level 9 now. Still have not found a map, so we have no idea what this level 9 looks like yet.
Also passes up a key there in the corner of that staircase room. Must feel pretty confident with those 3 keys going through the rest of this 9. Oh no!
Oh, that is a beefy manhandler.
Oh boy, we've got the super manhandlers in play, and just a bomb pack for killing a manhandler. Thanks, Ian. Could have used that earlier. What do we have here? Another transport, one of the 6 in this area, and CD finds a bomb pack for killing the bunnies. Not what the doctor ordered on that one.
Thirwolf consulting his map, trying to figure out which direction to go to find these arrows. There have been a lot of bubbles in this 9.
And all of them red. Or at the very least, most of them.
Where's the blues?
Where are the blues? You're right. Because we know that sword's going to be required. I mean, Thirwolf does have a potion charge waiting, but that would be a very spicy Ganon fight.
Would be. And not quite enough for a second potion should he need it. Well, could get a blue, but...
Ooh, CD, I believe, looking to, well, there's a Triforce raid. Not that we need it.
Yeah, CD has finally had enough and said, I am going to find this any key, no matter what. And yeah, chat making a good point that she can now kill this Goma to see if the key is behind it.
At this point in time, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. And Thirwolf finding yet another transport. CD having a tough time with this Goma, unfortunately. The oldie black case.
Any boss in a 4 BMOS room is just going to be a bad time.
I believe CD opting to pick up the Triforce for the health refill only here.
And that's honestly a good call.
Absolutely. Oh goodness, that hunt for the kidnapped and the skewer still going on for Thirwolf. Meanwhile, as we pass 65 minutes in this seed.
He's finding himself in the Chamber of Turnstiles.
cdinprov versus Goma, round 2. That was a nice double hit. One more should take it down. Tough break there for cdinprov. That's a frustrating one.
Meanwhile, Thirwolf, picking up that compass, knows exactly where the princess is.
Also knows the location of the pig. All that's left is find the silvers.
Look, our one solitary blue bubble. Nice to meet ya.
That thing is deep in 9, and it by no means is this
Oh, there we go.
There's what we were looking for. Too bad it's at the other corner of the level.
Now, you're gonna want that key.
The thing you're not gonna want is that Patra laying right next to it. And CD into level 3, looking to get the raft, I believe. And the Triforce, because, you know, Triforces are important. Thirwolf might be running a bit low on rooms left to check here.
He's been through most of this 9. Again, pointing out, this is where cdinprov would have a huge benefit with that Atlas.
Absolutely, and right now, those blue whiz robes, not playing nice.
Not a fun room at all.
Oh, speaking of not a fun room, how about that?
Oh.
Thirwolf. That is a bit,
But I believe he has checked that before.
I don't think he would have ignored the room had he not checked it. However, what do we have here? We have...
Red ring.
Well, at least it's good for defensive purposes.
Yeah, that's one of those finds where it's like, I didn't want you, but I'll take it.
I was looking for the other thing, but not dying is good.
Yes. The red ring, it's honestly one of my favorite items. It's a great thing to have. But when you find it this deep and this late into level 9, you're already thinking you're behind. You just want to find those silvers.
Absolutely. CD seeing the Triforce in 3, opts to pick it up. That's 5 on the day for CD Improv.
Yeah, CD is slowly starting to catch up. Just 3 more Triforce pieces left.
And 2 of them in, well, one was fairly short despite, everything that came with it. But level 1's already in, so never mind I said that. 2, 5, and 7 remaining.
7 was a bit of a dig, if I remember correctly.
A little bit. 5 was fairly quick. 2 was even quicker.
Chat pointing out she does need the ladder for 5 and 7, so she would also have to dip into 4.
Indeed, and that to find a ladder in 4 was no easy task either.
Oh, that is a lot of rooms in that 9.
Wow.
Wager most of them explored. The big fear now is, did I miss something? Did I mark something as checked that I didn't check? And that possibility is what's going to give CD a chance to really start to catch up here. Because after all, this is known as the Great Equalizer.
Absolutely. That's a term we haven't heard in a while here on SpeedGaming. And, well, level 4 would probably have to be the play here for CD Improv. Because that ladder right now is becoming pretty important. Level 2 is the play. I can't blame her on this one. You still need the Triforce. Let's see if we can grab it.
Nope, opting not to go to 2. Let's see if she actually does go to 4.
And indeed, it just might be find the bomb wall to get the silvers at this point, or find a map. Indeed, chat, very correct. This is just the first of 4 matches here tonight on the SpeedGaming Network for Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. More on the future matches at the conclusion of this one. Oh goodness, and Thirwolf now out of keys, so should another key be required, Thirwolf might be in a bit of a jam here.
Yeah, coming up later tonight, we do have Adirondack Rick facing against Crimson, Bobino against Leslie Pro, and Jay Coper against Shaddy. So that Adirondack Rick versus Crimson is going to be a pretty exciting match, I think.
All of these matches seem pretty darn good to me. I'm not going to be kidding.
It's a good night.
Oh
SpeedGaming.
yes. Oh yes, if you're a fan of Zelda 1 Randomizer, you are not going to be wanting for good matches tonight. And not just tonight, but all week. I mean, we have multiple matches every day here for quite some time. This is just week 1 of 5.
It's Z1R season. What can I say?
Oh yes, we're back. Oh wait a minute, we have a pig sighting at 1 hour 14 minutes and 26.
See if we can bomb through here. We cannot. What is he thinking now? Considering options. Gonna save.
Ooh, ops completely out of 9. Might be looking to get a key here. We know that the minimum price for a key in this seed is 80. This might be what Thirwolf's thinking. Get one more key and possibly unlock the rest of this seed.
So, where is your time better spent? Farming for rupees to buy a single key that may not work out, or dipping into 8 for an any key?
Oh goodness, that's a tough one. Or Thirwolf, as pointed out in chat, might just be wanting to get his sword back after being under the influence for...
that is a very good point.
Absolutely. Oh, goodness. Thank you, chat, for all these viewpoints.
Now, chat is amazing. You guys bring so much life to this, so very grateful for everything you guys do and say during these runs.
Absolutely. And as far as Red Bubble influence goes, Thirwolf did not escape that one for long, unfortunately.
You cannot escape the curse of the red.
cdinprov, meanwhile... Oh, goodness, that yuck. Ugh. Why, game? What do we have here for Thirwolf? We have the jackpot.
Silvers.
We have our skewers.
And that's gonna... At this point, he's gonna wrap up this seed very, very quickly.
Oh,
but
wait, he does have Red Ring. That Hyrule driver is no longer in play.
No, and if he'll start with full hearts because he's gonna potion for to get his sword back. But talk about a dig for silvers. That they were deep.
That was a full dig. In my opinion, there might be 1 or 2 rooms that Thirwolf hasn't seen, but that is a painful 9 to be sure. Triforce located for cdinprov in level 2. That's 6 on the day.
All right, here's our potion. And we have the pig.
Pig with, oh goodness, with the kid, oh, and 0 HP
Zero
Ganon.
HP Ganon.
And right behind it, the door that Thirwolf's looking for. Get your GGs out for your race winner here tonight. Thirwolf, official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 7 seconds. Unfortunately, cdinprov will be conceding the race after that, and will be credited with a DNF seed. We will be joined shortly by our racers, and actually joined right now by our race winner here tonight, Thirwolf. GG's.
Yeah, GG.
Well, that was a 9.
That was a 9, and keys. All the keys.
Do you know if book was the Atlas, by the way?
It was.
Book was Atlas, yes.
Yeah. Was it deep in 8?
Actually, CD did find it. I don't remember it because... And joining us in the booth, cdinprov, GG's.
GG's, Thirwolf.
GG.
Were there keys in that seed? Anywhere?
I don't know. I think I can anti-keyed like 20 times. I don't know.
I can confirm this was a keyless seed.
They were nowhere. I mean, I was tempted to finish, and then I go find 5. I walk in the door, and it's a key door. And I'm like, nope. I've already farmed 3 keys. I'm done. I knew the anti-key was in 8. I knew we were vanilla items. At least I'm assuming we were. But
as far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, no, wasn't getting there.
I was definitely thinking about 8 a lot that seed, but I'm like, I have the Triforce, and it's like, ugh.
I mean, the book was like 4 rooms in, so that was really helpful in knowing that we were just basically key blocked the entire way.
That would have helped find the bomb wall in 9.
Oh, see, there you go. I was wondering what was taking you so long.
And
every staircase in 9, basically, and then for getting bombs outside and going back in and trying to find the way to the silvers. Yeah.
It was still probably silvers and red ring in 9, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I never even saw the blue ring shop, or I would have totally been gambling to get that, because, yeah.
I mean, that was a dig in 9, but tell me what you were thinking about all those key doors in 1.
I was not happy. I was not happy. I got the key. I was like, okay, I got a key out of somewhere. I think 8. And then I was like, okay, I know that the bow is going to be in 1. Let's go get the bow. And then I die in that bunny room over and over and over again because I walk through the door and I take a hit from the bunny. And then I get down there and it's a key door and I'm just looking at him going, all right, well, I cannot get here with beam sword. There's really not going to be any way for me to get a key off of this Aquamentus. So I was like, all right, let's up a save and see if we can't get, or up a retry, get my key back and see if I can't get any key in 8. And then it was, I think the transport staircase was Goma blocked.
And one question for you, Thirwolf, real quick. How about those bomb upgrades?
Well, second quest money, so that wasn't happening. So.
Wait, where were they?
Back-to-back rooms in 5.
Oh, all right. Okay. And I was just,
to rub salt into the wound, they were minimum priced.
Yeah. I think I had $10 at the time, so.
Did we actually see a large secret?
I don't think I did. I saw the blue ring store. It was the ladder spot.
Nice. Oh, well, yeah, I wasn't going back into 4 for the ladder unless I had to. Yeah, that was a no. I was like, no, we're not doing that again.
Unfortunately, ladder was required in this seed to get the, I believe, 5 and 7's Triforces.
Well, all right.
I know I crossed Chevy in 7. There was a key door and other path that may have eventually gotten there, but yeah, I took the Chevy path because it was an open door and not a key door.
Yeah, I was saving 7 for last. I went in, got the red candle. I was like, oh, hey, that's in 7. Okay, and then I saw that the power bracelet was the Armos, and there was a heart of the coast, and I'm like, okay, I know what's going on. I'm like, all right, I know I don't want to dig this. 6, I was tempted to because the wand would have been nice, but nope, key doors.
Yeah, I saw the Chevy room in 7 at one point, and I'm like, I got a hint for where 4 was. I saw 6 and immediately said no. I eventually went back to 6 when I needed keys for basically every level in existence, and I got a lot of, and that helped.
Okay, well, I mean, I was avoiding that because I think Wizprobes, was it vanilla dungeon enemies?
I don't think so. I remember Wizrobes in 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't spend much time in 3. The game was like, here, I have a Triforce, and I was like, all right, I don't want a raft, so I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So that would make Thirsty very, very sad, so, I mean, maybe that's where the large secret was. It was hiding on, like, the raft spot or under Recorder Lake, maybe? I don't know.
One of those blocks.
Yeah.
I did get a kick out of the fact that Bogey's favorite second quest push block spot got to be useful today.
I assume that's the magic sword one.
It
where Three
is.
Was? Yeah.
Yep, he really likes that one apparently. It's kind of funny because during his SG Live, I think, finals with Caffey, that actually came into play during that race.
Yeah, that spot sucks.
Yeah, because it's like if you get all the way over there and there's absolutely nothing or it doesn't even push, you're just like, all right, thanks, game. I'll go back. So it was nice that it was something besides a door repair, and then I was really glad that I hadn't picked up money, because when I saw it was green vanilla level 3, like the entrance was a green cave, I'm going, yeah, we're not getting any money at all. Okay.
Yeah, and I saw there was no free candle, so I was very happy for the red candle in 7. Saved
Yeah.
money from buying one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I've taken to on these early on. I will just mark the secrets. I won't touch them until I see if we have extra candles or not. So I'm like, yeah, you know. At one point, I farmed guineas. I was so ticked off. I was just killing random things in the overworld to get the extra key to go back into 1 to go get the bow, which I knew was there.
Yeah, that was this seed was not friendly money wise or key wise, and yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're better at the game than I am, you're gonna have a little bit of an easier time. But I mean, I got all but 2 of my Triforces, so yeah.
Yeah, you really started to clean up there in the end.
Yeah, but to be fair, this was a heck of a race for the first half. Honestly, this was the tide shifted, I believe, when Thirwolf found a ladder in 4.
Yeah,
but
I just took the Triforce and ran.
And the ladder was extremely well guarded. I believe that was 6 or 7 blue dark nuts.
Yeah, it was a blue dark nut party. Yeah. It died the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, about the first like 25 minutes though, you guys were on the same path, kind of trailing each other.
Well, I mean, to be fair, so when I first started learning this game, I had Thirwolf, Captain Green, Fury, SK, Alsoa, and a couple of other people basically hanging out in chat. Just telling me what the heck I was doing wrong and answering all my stupid questions, so... There's a reason for that one. I mean, if you know, the community has a lot of really amazing people who are more than willing to explain to you why this game is as frustrating and broken and wonderful as it is.
And we had a great race. You two are still awesome people. So thank you so much for a great race as well. So
Thanks for doing the commentary, tracking, restream, all that fun stuff.
still 4 weeks of Swiss for you both.
Yeah, early on.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not 6 this round.
Yeah.
That was a very long tournament. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much for doing the tracking and all that good stuff and the commentary. And of course, for all the people doing the work in the background, making sure we get coverage. So it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we do, as you said, need to thank ProPiece for that tracking, which I would have been lost without. So thank you so much for pushing buttons for us.
Absolutely, ProPiece. Thank you. Thank you for doing the tracking here tonight. Thank you to both cdinprov and Thirwolf for putting on quite the race. Great way to kick off the night.
Yep, many races to come.
Yeah, I'm just glad tomorrow is a not 5 a.m. day, so I can stay up and watch a couple of them.
Yeah, 5 a.m. day sounds unpleasant.
I mean, I get cinnamon rolls when I get to work, and croissants, and all sorts of lovely things. So, yeah, it almost makes up for it.
It's a trade, that's for sure.
But anyway, guys, I'm going to step out. We've been having water troubles at my complex all day, so I kind of want to see if it's back on. But again, thank you very much, and have a good night.
All right.
Have a good night.
Hopefully those water
Have a
troubles
good
are
night.
fixed. Thank you again, Thirwolf, CD. GG's to both of you. Moving, and next up on the list, Adirondack Rick versus Crimson Avex at 8 p.m. right here on Speed Gaming Prime with Mr. and Mrs. Melchior on the call. After that, we'll have Bobino versus Leslie Pro at 9 p.m. Speed Gaming 2 with bbq.gov and Melchior on the call. And then we've got our nightcap. Bakuda, tell us all about it.
Our nightcap's going to be Jay Coper against Shaddy. Again, here on Speed Gaming Prime, that is going to start at 10:30 tonight Eastern Time, so you do not want to miss that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun, and thank you for commentating with me. This is my first time being a commenter on Z1R. I've only been in this community for a couple of months. I'm loving it. You guys have helped me to learn this game, and I'm really looking forward to this tournament.
Thank you, Bakuda, for commentating with me tonight. Great working with you, and thank you again to Pro Piece for tracking for us. Thank you to the Speed Gaming Network for allowing us to restream the tournament on their channels. And finally, thank you to all the viewers for sticking around and cheering us on. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. So with that, on behalf of our runners, Thirwolf and cdinprov, on behalf of our tracker Pro Piece and my co-commentator Bakuda, this has been Moonrise Phoenix. Join us later tonight for more Speed Gaming Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament action. But for us, for now, this is good night. Take care, everybody.